start stream, so we just get it already started. Might as well. We're on a time crunch, limited time of a crunch of time.
Indeed.
Happy stream day, everyone! Hello, Walky Talky.
City Harry. Non-podcast. The podcast where we don't talk and we don't walk.
Yes. So just immediately, people are gonna think the title is clickbait, but
What
at
is
the
the title?
start of the title, well, to be fair, it's clickbait, but the first half isn't. People are gonna think it's April Fool's, but the start of the title is Trippy's return.
Well, to be fair, it's not. I mean, it is legit.
Okay, it's legit, but at the same time, he's not here. He's just planned to be here. But he's returned. I'm gonna count it.
Well,
but at the same time,
exactly.
It's technically gonna, like, by technicality, fall under April Fool's anyways, because his video, I'm just gonna assume, like, 90% likelihood it was an April Fool's that he uploaded intentionally on purpose. Because otherwise, that's just real life being a parody that Trippy changed his mind on. Like, that's more ridiculous in a way than if it's an April Fool's.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I didn't actually watch it, just commented, but from the sounds of the comment section, he was basically saying, just the vibe I'm getting is, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. He likes it. That's like the gist I'm getting from the comments section.
Yeah, I put that in the comments first tab, one of those comments. Let me just pull it up really quick. So, he said, specifically, Part 1 isn't garbage. If anything, I'd say it was in the mid to good range. Nothing great or perfect, but still readable. And 2 Blue Vortex is in the good to great range. That right there tells me Trippy seemingly, from that, has 2 Blue Vortex over Naruto Next Generations.
Correct. Which, I mean, to be fair, was he? Okay, this is gonna sound ridiculous. He sounds really bad. Has Trippy been here for any of 2 Blue Vortex? Did we even start 2 Blue Vortex with him? Or was he already gone?
I think he was here for the first, like, chapter or 2. Obviously, it was, like, around the time when he was, like, fading out, so...
Yeah.
But the last stream we did was the 6th one, I know that.
I know, and that was JJK.
Exactly.
Wasn't supposed to be JJK the whole time, but that's what it became.
Yeah, so I don't remember where we were at in 2 Blue Vortex at that point, but I think the idea is that he was leaving around the start of 2 Blue Vortex, but it was, like, already into 2 Blue Vortex.
No, we know I don't think he hated the time skip as much as we did, but he was on that side of the fence.
Exactly.
Like, it wasn't good. So, like, regardless of his extremities, he was like in agreement with us.
And I was looking back through his old videos. Even now, he has one of his old videos up. It's like, Sarada's Mangekyo Awakening is bad. That's just the title. Like, there's no room for debate. That's just what he thought. Like, if anything, that's like a Walky Talky title. So
yeah, and he hasn't been uploading on it. So, I mean, of course, again, there's no way he doesn't know it's April Fool's. So it's like,
exactly.
is this the opposite of everything? But the other question is, and I will say this right now, in either case, I'm going to take this as a positive. Him saying, oh, it'd be fun to come on the podcast, could be April Fool's. And if we assume for a moment that is the case, that tells us something. It tells us he's not going to come on. He's well aware of everything. He's trolling us, and he's, like, it tells us everything we need to know. And if he's serious, well, then obviously that's great. But either way, we gain information.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna say it's not impossible that Trippy didn't know it was April Fool's, and he just coincidentally, or just didn't care that as well. It could have been like a late video that he meant to get out like a week ago or something. Who knows? But I will say, it isn't the first coincidental April Fool's thing that happened today. There's arguably 2, arguably 0, I guess technically. But in the Call of Duty Zombies community, 8 years later, which was the expectation, realistically it was like 9 to 10 years later, we finally got an answer for something that, like, we wanted. It was technically like the night of March 31st or whatever. So like going into April Fool's, but like it wasn't April Fool's yet. But I'm pretty sure that one was legit, like 90% confident. And the other one was a YouTuber that you don't know, Spaz Boys Comedy. Apparently had like an embarrassing tax situation or something, and it was so embarrassing he refused to give any details, but wanted advice anyways, and that all happened earlier today, and I'm like, okay, that has to be April Fool's, but like he was making it up like it wasn't, and I feel like at some point he would have come clean. I don't know.
Who knows? I definitely know that the views on my video are terrible, but to be fair, even if I'm sure the watch time percentage is like perfect, 100%, but it's still 5 seconds.
Yeah. Shout out Cameron, who uploaded Jiraiya versus Hagoromo is closer than you think. So I love seeing people getting into the holiday.
Yeah, I saw that from you.
Yeah. Trippy obviously did his stuff on his channel. So shout out, the official third member of the podcast, by the way. Shout out Trippy. And obviously, as you were saying, I don't like Trippy. Okay, he didn't delete my comment, which means he probably didn't delete your comment. Yeah, I see it now, but I didn't see it on the phone earlier, which is weird.
Do you see it twice, out of curiosity?
No, and I don't see your comment well, I see your comment, just not like any of the other ones. I only see the my favorite YouTuber is back. But no, the Walky Talky
go into one of the threads that has a lot of comments, because there's one of them where I also commented. Sure. And if you see it twice there, I'll just delete one.
Shout out Mamba, who actually did go to the video that I linked him or whatever. So
yeah, I know. He's in the comment section arguing with someone.
Of course he is. And Trippy replied, like, I don't think Trippy realizes who he is. Oh my god, your comment is here. We should discuss this on a podcast or a collab video, Trippy. So I did not see this on my phone earlier. I did check.
Okay, but do you see that he says, that could sound fun? Do you see my reply to that? No. Once or twice?
I do see that could be fun, but then it's just Mamba, Trippy Mamba. That's it.
Okay, yeah, so that's twice now that I can't see me responding to that.
It might just be that he has links disabled or YouTube's automatically doing that. So maybe just take out the link. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'll also add it's sometimes on YouTube, especially if like YouTube live stream. So shout out Top Chat. If you change it from Top Chat to All Chat or Live Chat or whatever it is, so here it's from Top Chat to Newest. If you change it to Newest, you can see comments that are otherwise filtered that you can't see unless you do that.
Yeah, it's like that on Facebook with my like work gift swap thing. Kind of annoying.
But, exactly.
But I didn't see an option for that, so I didn't think that was affecting it here. But that might have been phone versus laptop. I'm not sure.
Part of me that makes me think this is a troll is they aren't typing TBV, which is what everyone does. They're doing like the week 1 thing that fizzled out immediately, the 2BV.
Oh. Yeah, 2BV.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Daigo. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Trippy hasn't been in the community for like since the beginning. I mean, would he know?
True. That's also kind of funny. Shout out Daigo, who did why did Tenten reach Kage level? He was talking about he was talking about doing that as an April Fool's like a week ago on stream, so I'm glad that he actually did manage to get that out. I watched the full video.
Update on Sauron. He did respond. He just didn't finish it. And I told him it's fine because I did my other thing. Okay. I might just do that at some random point. The same way was Pain's Pain Parker to the Naruto's was going to be my 10K special that I still haven't done. I might just make What If Zetsu. Well, I won't say anything, but I might make that other one. Just a whatever video. At this point, it's 30 minutes long anyway.
Interesting. There was also an Itachi video that came out today. I haven't seen it yet, but I was curious if that was April Fool's or if that was coincidental timing. Yeah, the importance of Itachi Uchiha. It seems like it's a legit video. I just haven't clicked on it at all. So I guess I'll just do that and scroll down to the comments just to double check. No, I think this is just like a legit video based on these comments. So that's interesting.
I mean, not everyone does the whole thing, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna go search our messages, copy and paste what I sent to Trippy, and then.
Oh yeah, so back to Trippy's comment, by the way. So in response to Trippy, someone else said to Trippy, I don't agree. I think objectively part 1 of Boruto is garbage, and part 2 so far is mid as heck. And Trippy responded, well, no, it's objectively bad because people enjoy it. For something to be objective, it has to be widely acknowledged as a fact. By the way, that's just factually not how objectivity works, but, ignore that. Boruto can be subjectively bad to you, but that's not really the common consensus. Anymore, at least. And I feel like, in terms of part 1, yeah, but not in terms of part 2. Which is what he elaborates on in a different comment, to where it's weird that people like Boruto now, but are hating on Naruto more than ever before. Like a different comment.
He said that?
Yeah, Trippy said that somewhere else. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I'm trying this comment again, where I don't have the link. I guess you'll just have to go look and see if it's there.
Of course. Okay, so going back to this.
Of those who hate it, it will forever be considered.
Okay. 24 comments. Well, instead of the 40, whatever it was. So I'm just gonna guess it didn't work. Unless it does. So are you doing it in like the long reply chain or whatever?
Yeah, I just did it right where I was doing it before.
Yeah, then no, I don't see it.
It's not like he already deleted it.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think it's YouTube.
Here, where's the message? I'll just like copy paste it in there.
Hold on. Let's see, should I just reply in the favorite YouTubers back one and see what happens?
Just like copy paste it and I'll like send it to him.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, you send to him to add me on Discord.
It is funny.
Okay. Should you change it to add Kamui in Discord?
I was just gonna like Kamui said and then quote.
Okay, yeah, do that. That's funny.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take off the or click this link part.
Yeah, that's fine. I just did that. The only reason I did that is because if he couldn't be bothered to like type it out, then he could just click the link, and that might be more likely. You could also just do the link part and not the other part.
Yeah, I mean, either way. I guess now that okay, so I've posted that. If you want to refresh, can you see my comment on it?
Did you do it in the
long thread? Chat? Yeah, the 18 one or whatever.
Like, it would be really funny if it's like Ben doing all these on his end.
That would be funny. It's probably just kind of like his spam filtered comments that he just doesn't get notified for, is my guess. But ignore that.
Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, let's try it in. Try it in the my favorite YouTuber is back one, where he says "indeed" and reply to that one.
Maybe here. I'm just gonna. I bet it's the word Discord that's throwing it off.
It will forever.
Is my guess. It'd be hilarious if the word Kamui is blocked, but.
Okay, maybe just say "add me," but do it in the Indeed one, so it's easier to see anyway. Just say Kamui says though.
Oh my god, where did it go? Okay. I feel like this is just broken in general, since I can't even see this reply chain unless I do the.
just don't do the reply chain. Just do the my favorite YouTuber is back one and respond to that. It's honestly probably better that way.
Okay, so I'm just gonna reply the full thing. I'm gonna reply the full thing and take out the word Discord.
Yeah, just in case.
I'm gonna reply the full thing and then take out the word Kamui. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We're gonna reply the full thing and take out the word link. And okay, I have like 4 different versions of this comment now, and they're all 4 posted.
What did you type? Oh wait, you posted it 4 times?
Yeah, but I took out one singular different word every single time. So.
Okay, and then we'll just delete down with the.
I was thinking it's funnier if we just leave them out.
Okay, where did you post it?
It's in the My Favorite YouTuber is Back one.
Of those who.
Okay, I just don't see any. Hold on, let me try on my laptop.
Oh my god, I don't see it either.
Yeah, I'm gonna see my laptop if I can see it.
But that's weird because I see my other comment in that reply chain to you. I wonder if Trippy will be back somewhere specific 6 hours ago. I didn't even see that a minute ago, so I don't know. I think it's just broken in general. It has to be. It's like I couldn't see it on my phone. I see it now. It's like weird.
Just gonna go to his video. One reply, 13. Top is selected so you'll see featured comments. All comment threads. It should just be all. Why does it say top is selected? What?
My favorite YouTuber.
Where does top get selected from? Sort by newest.
He has to have us.
1 hour ago. 1 hour ago, you said Walky Talky return.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna get through one way or another. We'll get by the censors.
Oh my god, wait, hold on.
Yeah, it can't filter us out.
This is hilarious. Why does it show? Okay, it shows my we should discuss this on the podcast or a collab video, Trippy, 3 different times on my laptop. All the same time, 6 hours ago.
It's not doing that for me. That's weird.
It is also saying that could be fun from Trippy more than once too.
Bro, this is so broken. I don't know.
You just leave another comment, be like, Trippy, we don't know if it's repeating our comment 30 times or not.
Okay. Well, that aside, shout out Trippy again. We can move on to other April Fool's things that we've discussed or wanted to discuss.
Yeah, hold on. Let me switch to my laptop in a second. I'm gonna leave and rejoin, so give me a minute.
Yeah, so let's just double check the success. I don't know if you've looked at it at all today. I have not looked at yours. Okay. Before scrolling down, I don't know how many views yours got. How many views do you think yours has, and how many views do you think mine has? And I'll give my guesses as well. I'm gonna guess yours did better than mine, but that's my guess. So I'm gonna guess Kamui's did. I'm gonna guess it's currently at like 226 views, just a random number, 226. And I'm gonna guess my video is currently at like 39 is gonna be my current guess. Oh, 25. Okay, even worse than I thought. Well, everyone needs to go watch my latest video. Came out 11 hours ago. It's a very good one.
Yeah.
I hear you. 10 years.
Perfect.
Well, it's a little
okay. Anyway, what were you saying?
I was looking or comparing the views between our 2 videos. So I guess I'll even share my screen, by the way. Just thought I should have been doing that like an hour ago, but I am now. Shout out the April Fool's Discord thing or whatever. Okay. Just hear that. Okay. So going to intro pictures, you posted not that.
Oh yeah, there's more than one person. I think there was 2 people who got by my video.
Yeah, this is a funny comment here. So if you want to read it.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, so this is on Kamui's April Fool's video that he did earlier today.
Not gonna lie, they sound the same. I put the headphones on and slowed it down and everything, unless I'm tone deaf. LMAO. So I think they're. So you must have just go to the video because this actually continued. Actually, you must have just play the video. It's only 5 seconds, so we have time.
Yeah, I play the full video. Oh, it's so good. I'll just get the video, yeah.
So there's two people in particular. Right, this is one of them. So click on the bottom one first.
Yeah.
Oh, so I said, so you think they're equal? Which one looked better to you? He said, oh, well, I just realized what day it is. You got me good for real. There's another one of these. Just keep clicking. It's going to be one of the ones with more than...
Because it's annoying, so...
just click on all of them. Okay, not that one. I do need to heart his comment.
Oh, I found out something. Okay. I found out something earlier this week. Apparently, if you heart a comment and then that commenter edits their comment, it automatically by default unhearts the comment, and you have to really re-heart it. I understand why, but yeah, it's the most annoying thing in the world. I thought YouTube's been glitching for the past year, and I got freaking egg on my face because I called out someone else for unhearting my comment, thinking they realized who I was and that they hated me, and so then they had heart my comment. And
who was it? Was it Trippy?
No, it was like a anti-AI person, which is funny, but Trippy's hilarious. But... yeah, it's just because I edited my comment, and I called them out because I edited my comment, and then they told me it's because I edited my comment, and I apologize, and looked really dumb.
But it's funny.
It was funny.
Keep looking. Just keep looking until you find the other one that they got.
Not gonna lie, they sound the same. Oh, this is the same. Okay, Happy New Year! Both sounds good. You good?
That might have been.
Okay, and you tell the difference?
Maybe it was that one, the both sounds good one. Because what did I say to there?
Nothing.
Which version did you like? Well, there was another. I don't know. Maybe it's just not showing up. There was two people. What's the intro? Oh, the intro picture is the one I posted already. I don't know where the other one was.
Yeah, maybe just YouTube is the one April Foolsing us today with these comments.
Yeah, I just remember there was like two different ones. Unless it was just the same guy twice, but I thought that was the third comment, was just him replying back. But
okay,
I don't know.
This has been your only April Fool's thing today, right? You like didn't have that.
Yeah, no, I did not have time to do the other thing.
Yeah, so I'm glad that we at least covered yours in a lot of detail for 5 seconds, but mine, on the other hand, a little bit more. So I did 2 different things. I did this video, I did the balloons, and we can start whichever one you want.
Either way.
Okay, so we'll start with video because Naruto topic, I guess, related. So obviously I got 3 different titles, 3 different thumbnails, same as yours with the ABC testing. 25 views is kind of abysmal considering like some of the views on some of these other ones, but maybe it'll go up over time, who knows. But that aside, yeah, so I'm guessing you haven't seen any of this at all, right?
No, I haven't had time to do anything.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's completely fair. Some of these edits are like the funniest thing of all time, and you're gonna die laughing. Do you want to watch some of them on stream, or do you just want to watch it entirely by yourself whenever?
Probably be better to do it by myself or just do it on a separate stream, just because we're trying to save time. I think it makes more sense for me, honestly, just watch this on the treadmill when I usually watch YouTube videos. But
yeah, okay, that's fair.
Because I can't stream with you randomly, but I can watch the videos randomly whenever.
That's fair. Okay.
I also, I'm sure I know what a lot of these at least is.
Oh yeah. But to be fair, you were literally there. You're in the videos.
Exactly, in the video.
Yeah, I didn't realize. More like I forgot, but I feel like you almost like took hostage over this entire video in a way. Like I brought the topic up, and the first like 15 minutes is all you. I was responding to your version of it, and then it's like 3 minutes of me.
I really went ham on writing out the what if.
Yeah, it was like 3 minutes of mine, and then like 1 minute of Daigo's at the very end, and that's it.
I put the most effort into your topic.
I know. I was like, bro, there's no way. So the sad part is, I was freaking delusional last night, staying up to like, I don't know, 9 to 11 o'clock a.m., whatever time I stayed up to in the freaking morning because I had to pull an all-nighter finishing it. that when I finally finished the video, so the way I edited my video is, I'm pulling up right now, by the way, is I had like all of the behind the scenes clipped out and placed at the end of the timeline. And what I would just do is whenever I'm ready to upload the original video, I would just delete the behind the scenes at the end of the timeline, upload the video, and then go back and undo that delete, and then just like,
oh yeah, I do that all the time.
Exactly. So the thing,
you either deleted it or you left it in the video on accident.
I didn't leave it in the video on accident. I deleted it and saved it and closed it, and I don't know if there's a way to restore it to get that back. Not that it's lost forever. It would just be very annoying, but absolutely doable and practical to get it back. But like, it would cost me like like a decent amount of time. Yes, no, I had like a ton of stuff over here, just like for like a behind the scenes extra secondary video, but it's just not here now, and I don't know any way to restore it. But yeah, no, I got the video done. It's very long. It's not even the end of the world, because if anything, this gives me an excuse to just not make the second part of this video with the behind the scenes or whatever. But I still want to. So that's unfortunate, but yeah, lots of edits. Took me a very long time for a 23-minute video of like a 40-something minute recording, which is actually pretty good in terms of cutting stuff down. But when you consider behind the scenes, which was going to be like 10, 12, 15 minutes, whatever it was, then you know. But that one aside, yeah, so I'll have to like look into a way if there's like any way to get that back.
Well, depending on what you're using, you might be able to get like a previous edit save.
I hope so, yeah. I feel like there was more here, but I guess not. Yeah, yes, okay. So getting to balloons, my secondary thing, which is also part of the reason that I was rushing to finish that video at like 9 a.m. in the morning, because because it wasn't just get that video out, it was also, I had this to do. And not gonna lie, the edits on like at the end of the video were very rushed, but like it worked, it all worked. So I have two different things here for you. So I'll just go in order of the timeline here.
Well, Oodie, it was very lame what you've done there.
Oh, absolutely. So Balloon CD6 update 54 update notes. So these are fake April Fool's patch notes that myself made. So I do this yearly, every year, annually, as the yearly tradition of a year. To where I make fake balanced patch notes throughout the year, and then like they just build up over time because I have a whole year to do it. And I just like add like one a week or whatever, and you can see there's a freaking lot of them, and we don't have to go over them all, obviously, but like we go over some of them. But I do want to, before going over them, 328 likes and 41 comments. Sorry, this post has been removed by the moderators of our.
Yeah, didn't they do that last time?
They did do it last time. Well, it is April Fool's Day. Unfortunately, we cannot allow fake patch note posts to be posted on the subreddit. So everyone hated them. Oh yeah, no, that's more than they did last year. To be fair, last year was a lot more understandable because, first of all, last year I just made it way too convincing, I'll be honest. Like, I was doing a bunch of different stuff that I probably shouldn't be doing, like linking to the actual video that Ninja Kiwi made, and like adding, to be fair, I added the same thing here. I just copy pasted this from the actual patch notes that they actually make of like, available now, just restart your storefront or be patient, blah, blah, blah. Like, I probably shouldn't add that, but there's also that. So here's a crazy thing. They didn't just take down my post. They changed the flair from discussion to memes.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
I was wondering.
If anything, I feel like that right there, that's the thing that adds insult to injury. Why would you even change it if you're going to remove it? But if you're going to change it, why remove it? Exactly! It's like 3 layers deep of that's just bad and inexcusable why they would ever do both. Both doesn't make sense. One makes more sense than the other. They chose the third option that makes the least sense of the three. This isn't just no sense, this is nonsense.
Yeah, the Iki mottoed this.
Yeah, so I don't remember like how many views it got, but like at like 11 a.m. whenever I fell asleep after work, or whenever time it was. Might have been like 12 or 1. I don't even freaking remember at this point. It was freaking so delusional at that point. I woke up and it's like I was getting a comment like every 5 minutes, and I was like checking the views. It's like I don't know, 1,000, 2,000 views by the time I went to sleep, like an hour or 2 hours in. I wake up at like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever time it was. So I did not get a lot of sleep. And have not taken a nap. That might be why I have a headache, but ignoring that. And I checked my email like, oh, there's no new comments. Weird. I better go check this out. Did it just die off? Did it stop getting traction? Get it removed from the algorithm? What happened? And no, they took it down. So again, last year, I think last year's was understandable, not just because I made it too convincing, because that realistically, in my opinion, shouldn't matter. The thing that I think was the problem last year was that I did actually, I uploaded the fake patch notes on the exact same day as the actual update dropped by pure sheer coincidence. It did drop on April 1st. Which I guess that's just bad on them for doing that in general, but yeah, I could understand, considering I think my fake patch notes actually got more traction than the actual patch notes, and they didn't want people being confused. That's actually understandable to me. I can maybe not support, but get behind them if not deleting that, like removing my patch notes, at least temporarily. Ignoring the fact they did it permanently without warning and without any message, despite me messaging them, by the way. But, ignoring that, no response. But at least they gave a response this time. But again, this one is just no fake patch notes at all. It's not because, oh, the update's coming. It's not because, oh, you had the discussion flare instead of the meme flare. Oh, here's a warning. Here, I fixed that for you. There you go. Please don't do this again. Nothing. Just removed. So it's not because of the flare. It's because they just don't allow it at all, apparently. Yeah. And obviously, that's not going to stop me from I've already started making next year's already. I'm going to post it. But
you just gotta hope that they don't delete your account or something.
Yeah, I think right now, based on the previous year's track record, if you remember, it got 100 to 300,000 views the past 4 years consistently, each of them. I think when this one was taken down at 3 to 4 hours in, it was probably 8 to 12,000 views. I just complete guess. You can't check once it's deleted, unfortunately. But based on the traction it was getting, it was probably around there, maybe even 20,000, maybe at the high end, in 3-4 hours or whatever. So that's actually pretty good. So I think at that rate, the rate it consistently usually goes, it would be at 100 to 150, maybe even 200,000 views right now if they just didn't delete it. You can sort of tell based on, you can't see the views, but you can see the likes and comments, and you can just guesstimate around how many views it probably had at that time. But ignoring that, everyone in the comments loved it. Freaking 238 likes on this comment and freaking 300 on this. It was crazy. Anyways, so here's the second part of this, to where you're gonna laugh, because this is the crazy part, and we'll get to the patch notes in a minute. So I make a secondary follow-up post, Welp, and I just post this image. and here's the funny part, Kamui. This is currently sitting at 74,000 views and 1,000 likes. This is more popular than the thing they deleted. And to be fair, if they never deleted this, then this probably would have just been more popular than this. But this is the Streisand effect, where they tried to hide it, and if anything, I think this negative press just immediately outweighed anything they could have ever had by just not deleting it, or warning, or whatever, or changing it and not deleting it. There's so much wrong here. It's not just the views and the likes and the comments. Everyone in the comment section is saying this is 1984 and a dystopia, and Ninja Kiwi is Hitler. That's every comment. Besides a random couple straggler handful of people that just definitely didn't care or whatever. But yeah, saying it's a weird decision. It's April Fool's, so it's this is the one day where it should be allowed. Everyone is on my side. Commenting that other gaming subreddits do allow it and even encourage it. Here's the Monkey Ball subreddit that did it. Final Fantasy does it. There's so many comments here. They have no life or are B words. No fun allowed. Like, there's so much here. Like, this is like some dystopia thing as well. Same with this. Like we know who that is, but April 1st, the joy of everyone's amusement. Yeah, everyone loved my patch notes, by the way, just based on this. This is funny. I blame late stage capitalism. That doesn't mean anything. I'm just saying a random meme thing. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize you said it until you pointed that out.
Average Reddit mods. You know, everyone was saying it was like plasmid, that it was like a power trip thing, and that the mods are corrupt, and that Ninja Kiwi's really gone downhill, and it's fallen off a cliff, and all these other crazy things. Miserable Reddit mods with no life. Everyone hates Ninja Kiwi. I didn't even mean for this. I didn't mean for Ninja Kiwi to get hate. That was an unintended consequence of this post. The reason I posted this, because I was hoping to, like, get in communication, since, you know, messaging them last year didn't work, so how else am I gonna know? So I was trying to get this just to, like, see if they would respond to be like, oh, hey, sorry, we didn't mean to, hey, we'll put it back up, or like, hey, here's what you do and we'll put it back up, or just, they didn't say anything. It's just deleted. It could be like a trial mod or like a community member mod instead of like a Ninja Kiwi mod, since apparently that's like a thing they do now. But yeah, so the rest of this post is it was like, well, it's April Fool's. Unfortunately, we can't allow it to be posted. And then I like continue that by saying, but all the other years were fine though, since they just didn't. Currently, actively, to this day, they're still up. The other years, aside from last year's and this year's, the other like 3 years fake patch notes are still up. But thanks, NK. Glad to know you liked it. As if to add insult to injury, they also changed Flare to meme as opposed to only doing so. Was fun while it lasted. Go check it out on my profile if you haven't, or don't, if that makes me world's largest criminal now. That was like another part of this, to where it's like, okay, I feel like if I just repost it under the meme flare, it's like a 50-50 shot of they'll hate me and ban me forever, or they won't care, and that was the problem. I didn't know, so instead of just reposting it, this is like my next best way to like get this out there to where other people can read it if they want to, rather than just banning the whole everyone from being able to read it. But it seemingly worked. A lot of people know about it now. But thoughts?
I mean, I say keep doing it.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so I guess, again, you won't understand some of the patch notes just from, like, not playing the game too much, but, like, I can go over at least some of the funny patch notes with you. So a lot of these are, like, normal, just to make everything look legit here. So I'll just read, like, some of the more absurd, random, ridiculous, crazy things. Like, for our 50-somethingth update, because you can keep track anymore, we thought it would be a great honor to acknowledge ourselves. We're awarding all our hard work over the years with a pat on the back of getting to our 20th anniversary through increased revenue via in-game ads. Like every 5 rounds, players will be given a pop-up. Every 20 rounds, players will be given an unskippable ad. Every 50 rounds, players will be redirected to the Ninja Kiwi store. And every 100 rounds, players will be forced to buy an in-app purchase to continue. That last one is so good. It's like the most beta one thing. You have to pay every 100 rounds.
You have to pay to keep playing. You've already watched their ads and everything.
Yeah, that's on top of it. Yeah.
Because it's not so excited. Like you'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's not just like a one-time thing. It's like not just like every 100 rounds you get this. It's like you get that in addition to this happening as well every 50 rounds and 20 rounds and 5 rounds. You'll get a pop-up 20 times every 100 rounds where you then have to purchase more. And I guess 5 unskippable ads.
Well, I'm surprised Ninja Kiwi didn't keep that one up. They would have loved that idea.
Exactly. So this will help reduce lag. You're welcome, YouTubers. There's a lot of weird random stuff up here. Some of these are actually really cool ideas. Like if you overclock a tower with your engineer, then your engineer also gets the overclock. Like that's such a small thing that's not really going to make any difference, but it's just cool. Yeah, some of it's just like
that would be believable, sort of.
Exactly. And things that just probably should be the case anyways, like all paragons having camo detection is like an example. This is a stupid one. Do you know the submarine paragon's ability?
I don't remember, just because I don't remember if I got that one or not.
Fair enough. Well,
I think I did. But I think I did, but
it has like a delay to where when you click the ability, it then does like a 10 or 15 second cooldown or whatever. And I'm changing it to 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. Because 15 seconds wasn't long enough, the ability to lay timers now increased to 60 seconds. Try timing it now, pros!
The bosses I want to understand.
Yeah. We'll just skip beyond all the bosses. Some of these are cool ideas, but like some of these are just make no sense. Like base speed increased 1.42. I don't know what that means. I'm just writing stuff down. Like I don't know what it was before. I don't know if it's 142%. If it's like,
or if it's adding.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'm just writing stuff down. This is a stupid one. Balloon changes. Regrow balloons shape change from a heart to an R to differentiate between player lives and to better symbolize their regen nature. just imagine like a bunch of R-shaped balloons coming out that just start regrowing. So stupid. A lot of life changes and rogue changes. A lot of these I don't think really matter. Yeah.
My favorite one so far is the have to pay one.
This one won't really make sense to you, but like it's a game to where it's like you'd be chased by enemies and then you have to like hide and cover to like stop being chased. So I like added an update to where enemies now spawn in covers.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Fixed bug that allowed Rosalia to fly. If you know, that's like the flying hero.
I don't even know who Rosalia. Oh no, okay, she's the jetpack girl.
Yeah,
is that what it is?
Yeah. Okay, so I fixed the bug that allowed her to fly. Here's one that you'll love. Pat's politics removed. Yeah. And then
it's only because it's politics.
Exactly. And I don't know what this means either, but I have removed the druid's ecology.
I was wondering like what that meant.
I think that's what it's called. Moab Assassin upgrade name changed to Moab Take a Router to be more kid friendly.
Quantum entanglement re-added to the game.
Remove the lag.
I'm the only one who would have got that one.
Yeah. Oh, this is so stupid. So they have like a Banana Farmer Pro where they like have like camo bananas, which is just like a meme they added for like more money, which is like part of the Banana Farmer Pro thing now. But I like changed it to where camo bananas are now always visible, but only pick upable by the Banana Farmer Pro. And imagine this would just like cause endless frustrations as there's just bananas on screen that you can't get. Like a pay-to-win thing.
Well, just... I mean, oh yeah, because they're always visible to the player. Yeah, so you'll see them.
Exactly, yeah. Now featuring invisible DDTs, but only for Chimps mode and only on round 98. Which is stupid since they don't even spawn around 98. It's also like the hardest round in the game, as well as on Chimps mode. You know the map 4 circles?
Yeah.
Well, I'm renaming it to 2 triangles.
Without changing the shape of it.
That just makes no sense. It just doesn't have 2 triangles at all. Let's see. Additional notes, fixed bugs. Yeah, okay, this was I like this one. So there's like an ability that increases the aim of certain towers. So to give that ability more like versatility or like worthwhileness, I'm just decreasing all aim of all towers. Every tower is inaccurate now to give this a one random ability more use. Some of these I thought were actually kind of cool. Like if you like bounce a projectile off a wall, the projectile speed decreases.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Or like, you know, like the tack shooter before the Ring of Fire, the like hot shots, that now sets balloons on fire. I think that's cool. Here's one that just makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, so it's that one again, yeah.
Projectile sped of the tack shooter from 360 to 720.
To make Desperado's take game ability more noticeable.
It just makes no sense at all. Like here's a really cool one.
Blade and also, what does that mean? Just to get double the shots?
Exactly. No, it's just I don't know. This one I thought was really cool. The cluster bomb shooting in a cone rather than in like a 360 degree.
Yeah.
This is like a new like ability thing for the Paragon. Okay, so this is ridiculous. Glue Gunner has been reworked to wear off over time, allowing blues to gradually. Never mind. That was just like a cool idea. Okay, here's okay, no, that's not the other thing either. That's just another cool thing. Oh, also glue now bounced off of walls. Okay, so here's the ridiculous thing. So the glue, just at its base, now has a 10% chance to clog up the barrel with its sticky projectile, forcing the reload to fail. That sounds like a thing that could actually be in the game. That sounds realistic, but it would just be ridiculous, especially as the only tower to ever do this.
But and also, it would suck at first.
Exactly. Also, the reload chance only increases as you upgrade the tower.
The stickiness, yeah.
The 005 worst upgrade in the game. Reload failed chance increased to 100% because honestly, you just deserve it for buying this. Here's just like a cool one. The glue hose remote removes regrow property. Yeah, it's like a lot of stuff. Stickier stuckness now stocks.
That's not even a name of one of the upgrades, is it?
No. Yeah, skip all that. Hard to give over for us now applies a secret buff to Silas. Good luck finding it. Obviously no buff. You don't even specify. There's like an upgrade called Golden Justice, and it has a red colored projectile. I'm changing it to gold.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. This one I thought was just really cool. You know the monkey ace, how it drops
spiked
pineapples?
Balls, yeah, instead of the pineapples.
Or like spiked mines, I did add a higher upgrade. Is even cooler. This is so stupid. The radar scanner for the monkey submarine. I changed it from a circle to a square. Oh, this is stupid. Radiation R scanner. Device radiation and balloons. This is also just completely broken and removes the point of the plutonium reactor. It's just that in the third tier. Ballistic missiles now ballisticized ballistically. Yeah, a lot of just ideas. Yeah, the Dartling Gunners now bounces off of walls, including the Ray of Doom. Oh, this was like an intentional misspelling of Dartling for Darling Gunners.
Oh,
yeah. It's been there for years, like months at this point. Trust me, it was on purpose. Let's see. Some other crazy stuff. It's funny. They changed the upgrade name for Superstorm to Monarch of Storms. I'm just reverting it back for no reason. Just to say screw you. So this one is one I edited in after the fact because some guy knew it was fake because there was no Druid Paragon. So I just like edited this after the fact. Oh yeah, and Druid Paragon, I guess, because some guy complained. I forgot.
You could have just put above it, add Druid. Okay, what you could have done is say, new Druid Paragon, and then the next like patch note is like changing the Druid Paragon.
That's funny. I could
Fix
also
Druid Paragon bug.
To spite that guy, I could have just been like, "Oh, by the way, Druid Paragon's delayed to next update." yeah. So everyone complains that the lead of gold doesn't show its cash generated whenever it pops a lead balloon. It gives you like $50, and you can't see how much money the tower has gained. So I added that, but then I removed
the tier 4.
XX5, a red balloon maker, now visually codes balloons. Okay. From the gold unchanged. Super Monkey. Oh, they're too
to no less than nearly 100%.
Yeah. You gotta love stuff like that. Yeah. I changed the color from green to blue. More massive amount of range. You got it. Why does smack so violently? Kind of cool. Still can't pop lids though. Oh, the spike factory can now set balloons on fire at the second tier for no reason at all.
Yeah,
it wouldn't even.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just cool, but like it wouldn't even do any damage since like obviously it's spike factor. It's like either the balloons are gonna get through or they're not.
Feast Bandler.
Feast family. Due to copyright from a certain beastie YouTuber. Yeah, we're starting to get towards the end here, and some of these are pretty good. Yeah, you don't really understand a lot of these. Some of these are just like actual changes. I think it's kind of cool, but yeah. Okay, NATO got us. We're burned. That's like one of my favorite parts.
Shutting down. Eco-friendly Sierra.
Nothing else changed because NATO didn't care. Yeah, so just a lot of stuff. Oh, that's just normal stuff. It's just something that needs to be in the game. Being able to do that to enable or disable Paragon totems. Silas. Changed to a girl voice actor as everyone thought they would have been. Everyone wants a Corvus skin, so I say it's planned for update 67. When this is like update 50, so it's not going to be for another like multiple years. Game editor cancelled. It wasn't delayed. We just hate mods. It's been delayed like 10 times. So I thought that was funny. Netflix version. So the meme behind the Netflix version is that it's always like multiple updates behind, and that people are always asking when the next update's gonna be. So that's the way I ended it off. Pretty funny. But yeah. A lot of people like this one, so there you go. I think that pretty much does it for my April Fool's shenanigans. And everyone should go watch my new April Fool's video that I released today. Yeah.
But remember, the first of every month is now officially gonna be a Fool's Day.
Yes. I mean, it just makes sense. It just sounds correct. Like March Fools, June Fools, July Fools.
I agree. It just should be like if you know if there's anything I can ask of Donald Trump, it's to make every first a Fool's Day. And if he can do that, that's all I've ever needed from him.
That'll get my vote.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I don't care what your policies are. If that's part of the plan, you're getting my vote. I don't care if you ruin the economy.
Yeah.
It's all worth it.
Well, now that all the April Fool's stuff is done, it looks like the debate guy just probably isn't going to show up. Neither is the Boruto Quadro.
So you might as well talk about Damon.
Oh, I'm glad we're on the same page. Yeah, especially since the debate guy didn't show up, we might as well save the Jigen stuff that could be done at any time.
No. I'll still do the Jigen stuff.
Well, Kamui, you have seen my Jigen topic, right? Or my Damon topic, right?
Nope, I have no idea. Well, I don't know if I ever looked at it, but
well, yeah, I put in spoiler. I didn't mean like look at. I mean like you've seen the length of it.
Probably, but you never know. I'm curious though. Do I have any? I'm just gonna search Dame. All right. You started. I'm just gonna see if I have any more Damon topics I haven't done, or if it's just that one from before.
Well, I figure that this would be like the perfect.
I mean, I have one related to Damon and related to Naruto Explains Twitter post.
We could get to that really quick if you wanted to. It's up to you.
Hold on, I'm just looking at some of these. Okay, I do. Okay, it does. Okay.
You're really bad at finishing your sentences this minute.
Well, I'm just trying to. Okay, so I have one about Mamushi, and there's a rewrite, and it mentions Damon, and there's the Naruto Explained thing. You also have your Fizz messed up, Damon's ability retcon. We can do all of these too, I guess.
Okay. Well, first of all,
the question is the order.
Okay, we could do it. I guess we could just do your thing first. Well,
which one?
If you wanna just at me in it, so that I can just find it immediately without having to look for it, that'd be helpful. You know, I've completely clogged up the Boruto chat with my Boruto rewatch topics. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I know.
It wasn't a problem for Naruto topics, but now it's become a problem because we have actual Boruto topics that are like separate from this, obviously.
Yeah. I have one about Damon's ability that could be talked about whether or not it's consistent or not, but that's also a question, so we can maybe skip it. Let's skip Damon's ability for the ones I did, I guess. Okay, so we'll start with I know we just can't stop.
Okay.
Okay, keep going down.
There we go.
Okay, here we go. So we'll just both alternate paragraphs with both of our topics. I'll make this easy. I know we just can't stop talking about Mamushi in 20 to 30, but if Ikimoto just used the framework he laid out via Koji in chapter 27, it would have made sense.
Which is exactly why he did it. Why? Because what Koji said made sense. Mamushi is strong, and he can make more of himself at equally strong power. But he becomes dumber and instinctually will flock together, etc.
That's why 20 to 30 was good. 20 to 30 would make the Mamushis flock together, so now they just need to kill them all at the same time. If there's too little, they'll be smart enough to prevent them all from dying, one stays behind, etc. But at 20 to 30, that goes out the window. However, more than 20 to 30 means Mamushi is simply too strong now, because Mamushi is already strong, and now we've got 200 of them. Them being dumb and instinctual made them, quote-unquote, easier to handle, not because they're just fodder because of that stupidity, but because they'll flock together and follow your, ooh, a piece of candy, trail to lead them into the kill all the Mamushis at once trap. But again, real quick, this is off script, but Koji said, too many is too many to handle. Like, he clarified, too many is too many.
Exactly. And that's to say, if there's a million Mamushis, then it's not like they're gonna, like, Like Ishiki, they're just gonna crack apart under their own gravity at the very end. Like, that's not gonna happen to Mamushi. It's just, he is as strong as he was. He's just dumber. And at a certain point, it doesn't even matter if they're just all instinctual anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, but I really hate, and I don't think people have been using this very much, but I hate when people use they're easier to handle as the excuse for why they're weaker, seemingly. When they
because again, that wasn't what Koji said. Koji said it'll be like dealing with a wild animal. But like, guys, have you ever dealt with a wild bear? No, you know why? It doesn't matter that you're smarter. If you just don't have the sufficient tools in your toolkit, like if you're just like, you're not just gonna throw hands with the bear just because it's dumber. If the bear gets smarter, it's not gonna get weaker, it's gonna get smarter, and the vice versa, obviously. Like, the point is it's a bear.
Exactly. It's not gonna get weaker, it's not gonna get slower. And again, the problem is Ikimoto isn't having them defeat the Mamushis by outsmarting them, but by outstatting them.
Exactly. Like, if, again, they were doing these really cool, smart tricks where they're doing these different traps and baits, fine. I might have written this, but in fact, I probably did write this, but just in case, I'll say it now. Just have them be smart and use Mamushi being dumb. If you just do that, okay. But that's not what, I mean, Delta's not outsmarting Mamushi. He's just outstatting him and so on.
Exactly.
JoJo's outstatting him.
And that's just ignoring the 200 number, which realistically never should have happened in the first place. They should have maxed out at 30, if not like 40
200
or 50.
should have been what's happening in this next chapter. Like,
exactly. I'm glad we're on the same page. But Ikimoto decided to just throw all that out the window with Mamushi not flocking together at freaking 50 to 200, and him not even being all that dumb, and him, for whatever reason, being weak AF, and Pace Chocho, it can blow his head off. You know, even though Mamushi can't blow his own head off, but ignoring that.
So how do we fix it?
Well,
simple.
How do we fix it?
Yeah. So how do we fix it? Simple. You don't even have to change how many Mamushis appear. That just goes to show how stupid this is. You don't even have to change this ridiculous thing. All you had to do was have the overall team, so obviously this excludes Damon, who wasn't fighting yet, struggling to deal with these high numbers of Mamushis and being on the back foot. Karma Boruto can do fine with his crowd because base Boruto is relative to the Shinju. Karma Kawaki can do fine because he's relative to Boruto. Mangekyo Sarada can do fine because she can beat a Shinju and has AoE, but it's going to come at the cost of her eyesight and whatever other symptoms she's dealing with right now. Mitsuki wasn't fighting, so we can just ignore him. But everyone else, it's not looking good. They're losing. Sarada is obviously tired.
Well,
continue.
Whereas on one hand, I'm fine with Sarada. On the other hand, it's ridiculous. She can just negative like 15 Mamushis.
I mean, I agree, but like I'm just keeping this like as minimally change as possible.
Okay. Delta doesn't scale comparably to Karma double upgraded Kawaki when she was previously portrayed as a relative to limited Kawaki, if not weaker. And she
scales a limited base Kawaki, actually.
Sure, and she scales to being weaker than Code, who's weaker than base Boruto, who scales to upgraded Kawaki. Team Mino Shikacho and Himawari aren't dominating. Maybe Himawari can do okay while in Kurama mode, but she seems to be a loose cannon, so might be unsafe even if she's doing well.
What's the result of this? Now they have to do Shikamaru's backup plan of Damon. Not because they're just gonna do that, but because they're losing. So they're gonna use Mamushi's stupidity to lure him to Damon.
I still don't understand why they actually lured them to the actual Ada. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah, I know, but also you're gonna love this because I just want you to know This is the April Fool's topic, by the way. There's a plot twist coming soon.
Ooh. This is also funny because that just means if any civilian just lied to Mamushi, just said, "Oh yeah, Ada's in that direction," they just all would have gone in that direction.
Yeah.
Would have walked up in some random location. The obvious problem with all of the above: why didn't they do this to begin with? The whole point was to just lure Mamushi to one spot. Well, also, the obvious problem is also, through Inojin's jutsu, they knew how many Mamushis were becoming through their splitting as they slowly, gradually split up to more and more over time. Why did they wait to 200 to do their quote-unquote last resort, but actually first resort plan?
I know. Why wasn't they doing this at 50 when it was already over 20
Why
to 30?
didn't they do this at 20 to 30? Like the original plan.
Exactly. So, rewrite! Delete half of this whole arc. It doesn't work. It changed Mamushi's ability to do something else.
You can't plan the lure Mamushi thing, but then not do it because his numbers are too high. The point is to lure him together. Even if you'd prefer to have his numbers be lowered before bringing him near Ada, just lure him somewhere else. He's supposed to be stupid.
So, rewrite! This is getting hilarious, LMAO.
You are reading this next paragraph.
Okay. Just don't have everyone all over the village. Have them spot the Mamushi locations when they split up, then immediately try and draw them all into the same spot. That same spot is somewhere other than Ada's location, because Shikamaru doesn't want to risk that. But because the team is losing to the overwhelming threat of 200 Mamushis, they have no choice but to bring them to Ada so that Damon can fight them instead. There you go.
I love how I can tell you tried to bold this, but forgot to do that.
I know. I'm realizing now. I just hit the wrong thing, I guess.
Oh no! Sarada's gonna use her Mangekyo in front of everyone now. Who cares? Delta saw it anyways and said nothing. So why should anyone else say anything? And honestly, who cares if Shikamaru knows? Why would he think Sarada can't use her Mangekyo twice in one day? He's only seen other people spam it. Well, also, I'm going to respond to this so we can come back to this. But I wanted to jump to a topic that I actually realized, like, today. It's gonna be, like, right here. Okay. Bro. I think it's, like, episode 24. Yeah, it's episode 24, which is coming out of the Shin Uchiha arc when she awakens her Sharingan. Boruto hasn't seen it yet because she had just awakened it. Sarada is adamant about not letting Boruto know she has the Sharingan. And she even, like, tells Chocho part of the reason is because she doesn't want Boruto to know. And so that she can master it, so she can get way ahead of him without him even realizing. And Chocho's like laughing because, oh, that's the evil Sarada that I know, because she was giving like an actual excuse beforehand of why she didn't. I forgot what it was, but it's just like some normal thing that she would normally say. Yeah, so she had her reason. She didn't want to show Boruto or anyone the Sharingan. She just wanted to keep it a secret. She doesn't want anyone to know that she has it. She's going out of her way to not expose her secret and purposefully not use it when around Boruto and when it would be convenient to do so. If you remember episode 24, when she doesn't want to show Boruto, that's the episode when Boruto's defacing the Hokage Stone statues during the 5 Kage Summit, and Sarada wants to be Hokage at this point, so she's defending the Kage. So she just doesn't use it there when she fights Boruto over that, by the way. So and she does use it in the Mistfield Trip arc, but only when she's away from Boruto, when she's fighting Buntan like 200 miles underground or whatever. And again, Boruto throughout this entire arc, the whole arc, Boruto doesn't realize Sarada's awakened her Sharingan. So then randomly, finally, like 20 episodes later, in like episode like 45 or whatever it is, Sarada's finally placed. They graduate. They graduate from the academy, and Sarada's placed on the same team as Boruto. And only then, when Sarada's running to Naruto, to like get off Boruto's team or whatever to make the appeal to Naruto, and Boruto's chasing after her for no reason at all. Sarada just randomly blows her cover for no reason at all. It exposes her secret to Boruto for the first time. Boruto realizes that Sarada has the Sharingan when she's running away from him to go to Naruto when they're put on the same team. Why? So again, Sarada saying, no, leave me alone. I want to be alone when I go talk with Naruto to be put off on a different team away from you because I don't want you on my team, Boruto. She just randomly, for no reason, activates her Sharingan and doesn't fight Boruto, and Boruto realizes, whoa, you have the Sharingan? Cool, I want to see, let me see your Sharingan, Sarada. As she just keeps running away and doesn't do anything for no reason. I don't know why she activated it. I have no idea why. But that's ridiculous, and only proves the point further.
I mean, this is stupid, but I don't know where I wrote this, but someone was saying that Sharingan amps speed in a video. Oh, maybe that's why.
Well, that's very stupid.
All right, I'm walking away to do something, so, yeah.
I guess I'll just have to keep reading your next paragraph. Well, almost like you timed that perfectly or something.
Well, actually, no, that was purely a coincidence, but it worked in my favor.
Well, Kamui, it doesn't matter how you write the Sarada part. Just have everyone be together, because they did the Mamushi herd plan. But it didn't work out, because there was too many Mamushis for the team to handle. So they need Damon. How I would do that is they do succeed in the plan. They do get the 20 to 30 together. For whatever reason, they just can't kill the 20 to 30, and then they multiply to a number that's unsustainable for them, so they need Damon now. Because it was 20 to 30, but now it's 50 or 200 or whatever. But yeah. And you could even have it be for the same reason if Sarada had already used her Mangekyo previously, and now she tries to do it again to get rid of the 20 to 30, but it fails because she explodes or whatever. I mean, it's at least a way to get to, like, the same idea. But, like, this isn't about that. This is about this. And this just fixes this idea anyways. But there you go. Now Mamushi can be consistent, and so can Shikamaru and his plan. Since, like, the rest of these details are irrelevant, I get, like, the idea behind what you're going for here. And I completely agree. And this next thing below, it's a different topic. Did you want me to, like, continue doing this, or...
Started?
Okay, but seriously, why did Mamushi come early? Koji saying fate is shifting suggests that singularity of fate nonsense changed the future. But that doesn't make sense in this context. Now, if Mamushi could have arrived anywhere from 3 to 7 days, and 7 was just more likely, that's perfectly fine. But that's not what's being implied here. And like you said, it doesn't seem like it's a random spur-of-the-moment decision, but rather it should be something changing in the possible futures that incites Mamushi to act earlier. And we just don't know what that was.
Ada, like when Kawaki showed up and Koji said, "Oh, Mamushi's on the move now." But first of all, that's separate from the 3 to 7 days thing.
Exactly.
And that also doesn't make sense either.
Yeah, we don't know why that would get Mamushi on the move. It just doesn't make sense. If anything, you'd think it would get Jura on the move. But it didn't. And then this was funny. They ruined Damon. He did let Mamushi touch Ada. And then this was here. Yeah. Don't worry. I won't let him even touch you. And to be fair, Mamushi didn't touch Ada. He touched Ada's like heel of her boot or whatever. But it's the same idea, I get it.
I think he might have touched her foot or leg at some point. We'll have to double check.
I don't think so, but maybe. I only remember like the foot of the heel of the shoe or whatever. Yeah, just Ada's clothing on/attached to Ada. But yes, I'm making an obviously ridiculous justification to defend trash.
Yeah. Well, even then,
it was enough of a touch for the ability to activate. So
yeah,
I'm counting it.
Here's a Mamushi topic a Damon topic that I wanted to do anyways. So this works perfectly for going into the rewrite since I want to do this first regardless. So either Kamui, either one, I'm the problem looking too much into this, or two, this really effed up, or three, Ikimoto introduced yet another, like fourth retcon to Damon's ability, changing absolutely everything. If this new fourth explanation is true, which makes no sense, the implications are huge. So this is Viz's translation of Mamushi saying, that little devil can reflect all sorts of things if he senses even the slightest intent to kill. And I didn't pick up on this until Mello pointed out, since he read the Viz translations only, obviously. Mello's interpretation of this is that the way that Damon's reflectability works is that Damon has to sense your intent to kill, or your negative intent or whatever. Damon's the one who senses it, and that's when it reflects.
But part of the problem there is you have to ask, well, one, okay, let's do different ways to approach it. One is, let's say Damon has to sense it, but is the automatic? That's the first question. The separate question is, does that apply? Does he have to actively, let's just assume he has to actively do it. Okay, so he has to actively sense the intent one, but the actions one is seemingly automatic based off the code analysis. The code could just be wrong, but the story is presenting it as though he's right with that one. And Abudo did say the intent one depends on certain conditions. Those conditions could be Damon sensing it. It's also possible.
Mm-hmm. The only problem with that is it seems like Damon just isn't aware some of the time. It's the automatic intent, I understand, but the code claw marks on Damon's back, you didn't realize Damon was asleep when Kawaki blasted code. He didn't have any idea. You have to
ask, chapter 71, when he stops code from, and then code has intent to kill.
Yeah, I think it's clear. And to be fair, this was Mello's first reaction of the chapter. Mello did a stream afterwards, which he has members only, and I didn't get the chance to finish it. Only got 10-15 minutes in. But he was looking at all of Damon's examples previously to see if there's a consistency, if it's inconsistent. I never got to his conclusion, but he was presenting all the different instances. And I do agree with everything that Mello was saying about the previous instances, the way they worked. For example, it seems like Damon has two different abilities. It seems like Damon has control over whether his ability is on or off, similar to a intangibility on the Kamui ability. Seems like Damon's able to do that, especially in the code fight. I agree that Kawaki didn't have any awareness of Damon. He didn't know that Damon existed. He's not trying to blast Damon. He's trying to blast code. Doesn't even realize Damon exists. So he doesn't have intent to kill Damon in that moment. Etc., etc.
Well, it seems like, I'll let you keep going, but it seems like the actions reflection at the current moment is just, is he touching someone or not? That's the on and off. The intent one, I suppose he can mentally turn that off potentially, depending on what the conditions for that one is. But
I mean, on one hand, I'm totally down. I love because this is just a Damon upscale to where everything hasn't been autonomous. It's just been Damon the whole time. And this just makes his sensory that we've known been cracked this entire time, because he sensed Uzuhiko and the world chakra and everything like that. He sensed a ton of other things as well. But this just makes it even further in terms of his craziness. Everything has been Damon's sensory. Everything. Absolutely all of it. About that.
It would contradict things that were stated, but yeah.
Exactly, that's part of the problem. But yeah, no, I think that's hilarious. That also means that Damon seemingly would know what they're thinking, not just their emotions, but what they're thinking in order to reflect that intent in particular.
Yeah. Possible.
Because it would have to be the specific attack rather than just, oh, I want to kill that kid. But yeah. because he would have to like imagine, or he'd have to know what they're imagining. Like, oh, is it going to be a kick to the throat? Is it going to be a punch to the arm?
Their mind. It's literally see their imagination.
Exactly. No, so I love that for Damon. On the other hand, absolutely not, and I will never accept this because I need this ability to be autonomous, and the coolest thing about that, it's just always on for Damon. Not Damon, it's that works. So I don't like the way that this absolutely retcons everything. But like it's just, you take some, you lose some.
The problem is that the way Mamoshi's saying it here, I don't remember what Salads and Bullets translation said, but the way he's saying it here is implying just his reflection in general. It's not clarifying the difference between the actions and the intent one.
I agree. Now, I also just don't agree with Mello's interpretation. I agree Mello has a valid interpretation, but I don't think this is the correct interpretation, even with this translation. But I'm pretty sure Viz just messed up here, as I was saying in the topic. I think Viz just effed up. I think number 2 is the thing here. I could just be looking too much into it. Like I was saying, I don't think it's the correct interpretation regardless. So it's more of Mello's looking too much into it, and this is me giving Mello the benefit of the doubt. But it is also just equally possible Ikimoto really screwed up with a 4th retcon.
Yeah. Can you see Salads and Bolts translation still?
The only quickest way I could even think to do that would just be to go look at our reaction stream, which I can do really quick.
I was gonna say just check your DMs with her, but that works too.
I don't even know where that would be. Yeah, no, it would be the here. Okay, I know. It's gonna be the Boruto spoilers room. Would be where she sent that. I think she sent it there, right? Because I think that's where we pulled it up. Yeah, I'm just gonna go check the stream. Looking for burrito. Okay. Now the problem is we have to actually find where it is that he's. Okay, right here. I somehow know him very well.
Should be getting close.
Yeah, I don't know if it's before this or after
this. No, it would be after that.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
He reflects everything, that Damon, even if it's just killing intent. Yeah, so that's...
Yeah, see, that's saying something different.
Exactly. Yeah, so I don't think Mello's interpretation is correct. Sorry to say it, Mello.
Yeah, I think Viz just kind of messed that one up.
Now, to be fair, I don't think this is Mello's fault. Like, yeah, I agree. I think this is Viz's fault because understand we're going into the context to where we've seen this first. For Mello, that was his first reaction. I think that is a valid interpretation of the scene. I don't think he's being unreasonable by saying that as his first and only thing and coming to that interpretation. But I think it's also just not the only interpretation. I think this just messed it up. But yeah. But I'm glad.
The Salads and Bolts messed up, and it was Ikimoto's fault.
Well, either way, we're gonna blame Ikimoto. That would be the funniest
plot twist. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So now that we covered that,
what is that?
If you want to do a topic, I'll go to the bathroom as well, which could really
help.
I'm
trying to. We'll scroll up because you went up too fast. Because I was trying to see.
Well, you mean I went down too fast?
Yeah, sorry. Keep going up. It's a pretty long one. This has to do with like Choji and them.
Well, do you want to read it right now?
Well, hold on. Let me just go back to my search board.
Well, I mean, this would be a perfect topic to do, just because I'm about to go out of the room.
No. Go back to that where you did the period, because we never went back to the topic we were doing before. I don't think. Did we?
No, we finished that. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, no, we finished that.
Okay, we did. Never mind. Okay, my bad. All right, then what else did I have there? My Mamushi search. There was the Naruto Explain one. Okay, you can do that Choji topic, I guess.
Okay, by me, you mean you as I go to the bathroom.
Yeah, alright. So, look, I know we always have more to say on this, but can we address the elephant in the room here? Or get it out of the room like Oodie? Cho is a meme. It's not just us making her into a meme like Jura, or Hidari being Alfredo, which Oodie commented on. Yeah, he was Alfredo. Ikimoto is doing it too. Chocho has always been a meme, even from her conception with Kishimoto. Chocho's existence is the result of the biggest joke of a couple in the story, Choji and Karui, people who never even spoke to each other a single time in the entire story. Then in Naruto Gaiden, she's there for comedic relief and to juxtapose Sarada in an actually really good way. It's good she was like that for that story. Then in all of the Boruto anime, Boruto Part 1 manga, and Boruto Part 2 manga, she's either just there or there to be funny. That is her character. Our beloved pancake scene. While you could say that's meant to be emotional, whatever, it's meant to be funny. Like, they're going out of their way to have Chocho say the dumbest possible, like, to establish their friendship in the silliest way possible. That is Inoji constantly calling her chubs. Again, the point of her character is a gag. So, continuing here. This isn't Team 7 beating the Demon Brothers before facing off against Zabuza, where Kakashi ultimately beats the Demon Brothers anyway. This isn't a case of the protagonist beating the weaker antagonistic forces before working their way to the main threat, and when I say that, I mean within that particular arc. This is the main threat. Mamushi is Mamushi, the threat of the arc. These aren't Mamushi minions. They are the Mamushi at full power, but lots of them. This is no different than if we saw Nishi, the other gag character, fodderizing Mamushi. Ikimoto actually did his gag character Nishi right in the Hidari invasion. And Nishi didn't beat Hidari. Hidari just didn't fight Nishi for whatever reason. He just stood there silently, hoping to not be attacked. That would be fine. Mamushi, on the other hand, is literally being defeated by a meme. Alright, I'm gonna let you continue from here.
I'm guessing that Chocho is a meme, and I agree.
Yeah.
I'm going to explain the difference between Chocho and Choji here. Choji was a meme too. He was introduced as, and I can already see the counter, oh, well, Chocho was a meme, she's no longer a meme.
Exactly.
Choji was a meme too. He was introduced as almost exclusively just a fat joke. That's all Choji was in the Chunin exams, a joke. In fact, that was actually the point that worked in Kishimoto's favor during the Sasuke retrieval arc. Choji didn't beat Zaku or Dosu despite his joke status. In fact, Dosu made a joke out of Choji. Now, I will add really quick is that doesn't mean narratively Choji didn't have a serious danger level, a threat to Dosu, or especially Zaku. I mean, they're commenting on the rotation speed that they have to watch out or it'll be really bad if they're hit by it. So they are taking Choji seriously. It's just that Choji doesn't win in the end. It's more of his personality.
They're both taking him seriously and not seriously. Zaku more, so Dosu is kind of just like beating him, but
I mean, it is more just like his personality that's like the thing, but I get the idea.
It's also part of the problem though is it's Dosu being smart and looking like, okay, I know how to counter this versus, anything else. But anyway.
Well, what about the Sasuke retrieval arc then? Choji beat Jirobo, right? Why is that okay? Well, Kamui, I was hoping you could tell me.
Simple. Choji was a character who had a character arc of him growing in that arc. Choji was a joke up until everyone was trapped in Jirobo's Earth Dome prison, and we learned that Shikamaru and Choji have a full trust in one another, and Choji can be dependable and not just a fat munchy slouch. He then tries to take on Jirobo by himself so the rest of the team can go on, and everyone but Shikamaru thinks Choji is a joke, and that's the point.
Exactly.
Choji was a joke, both in and out of universe, and that's why everyone thinks he's a joke. You sound like you're going to say something?
No, I was going to say exactly. That's literally the point, is that Choji, it was treated as, like, that's his character arc in a way, which is hilarious. But I also want to add the danger thing of taking him seriously, as I was mentioning earlier. I think that was intentionally written in to where Choji's not just a joke, and even from the beginning, he's always both. He's always a joke and serious, both in the beginning and later on. It's about the realization of what Choji really is later on that matters. And that's where you get it to where you aren't making the audience feel bad because, oh, you treated Choji like a joke. Well, he was never a joke. Actually, you should feel bad because we're guilt-tripping the characters who feel like you should feel. But Kishimoto wrote in a way to where we don't do that, which is good.
And then that's why everyone thinks he's a joke. Choji then grows, he changes, and we see that growth. And never mind. And it's the point that he gains confidence in himself because of his best friend Shikamaru. And real quick before I continue, Choji himself saw himself as that joke, the fat slouch. He was hurt by everyone basically making fun of him. He felt like he was that, but time and time again, Shikamaru always believed in him. And then by the end of the arc, everyone on the team believed in him. That's why he realized he has good friends, blah, blah. So Choji's changes thinking he's a joke to being confident in himself. That's the arc. And it mattered, and the impact landed. You know, for freaking sakes, Choji versus Jirobo, I made it. I don't know who did the poll, but in the Naruto anime top 5 fights, okay, it beat Zabuza versus Kakashi. Like, understand, it's in the top 5. It's beat the rooftop fight Naruto and Sasuke. Okay, it's in the top 5. It landed clearly because that's not the coolest. I mean, it's a pretty cool fight, but it's like I would definitely say Zabuza versus Kakashi is cooler, but it didn't. It beat Naruto versus Gaara. I think it's the most underrated fight in part 1, but it beat all these fights, man. Okay, clearly it landed on the people who voted this thing. Clearly. And for God's sake, he had to take freaking life-threatening pills just to keep up with Jirobo. Choji didn't just off-screen go from being a joke to bodying Jirobo, who was giving the whole freaking team a hard time. He had to take the pill of death. And never mind the fact that his death got retconned. He took it with the intent that he was gonna die.
Yeah. Did Choji versus Jirobo actually outvote Naruto versus Gaara?
Yeah. According to that anime episode, the top 5 is Naruto Sasuke rooftop fight, Choji versus Jirobo, Kiba versus Sakura, Neji versus Kidomaru, and then Naruto versus Sasuke Final Valley.
Okay, but there has to be something wrong there then, because there's no way they're including every fight, or people aren't thinking. Because Kiba versus Sakon.
You would say that? You'd think, oh, it's Sasuke retrieval arc. But no, because they mentioned the honorable mention, or 1 or 2. I think it was just the 1, but the honorable mention is Kakashi versus Zabuza, the first fight in the Land of Waves.
That just doesn't make sense, because Kiba versus Sakon, really? Really?
I think recency bias probably influenced it.
I mean, maybe it's like they're not thinking of the fight, but Kiba's narrative with Akamaru, which is...
Yeah, I mean, and I do think that probably plays a role, but either way, I'll admit, recency bias probably did affect it, because I'm assuming this thing came out, soon after the Sasuke Cooler, considering the episode number.
Yeah.
But either way, they wouldn't have voted for it if it didn't land. I mean, for example, Shikamaru versus Tayuya didn't make it. Why? I hate to say it. Shikamaru's narrative in terms of the fights themselves is the weakest in the arc. Shikamaru has good narrative in the arc, but it's holistic to the arc. I mean, the end of the arc, where they're already home. It's honestly his biggest moment, arguably. Anyway, versus the Tayuya fight, he says some things, but that's almost like that's the most plot-focused fight of the bunch. Whereas the other, maybe Drunk Lee versus Kimimaro, I don't know, I'm not going to call that narrative, but you get the point.
Honestly, fight, Shikamaru does as much out of the fight as he does in it.
Yeah, and his arc is more about his narrative is more the overarching arc.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Makes sense why he didn't make it. Again, everyone likes that fight. And Choji versus Jirobo landed more than the recent fight of Shikamaru versus Tayuya. Or even Gaara versus Kimimaro. I mean, whether or not we agree, the masses chose Choji versus Jirobo over some of those fights.
Sure.
They chose it over Zabuza versus Kakashi.
Yeah.
And they remembered it enough to make an honorable mention.
Fair enough.
But, Oodie, what if Chocho had something?
Well, if Chocho had character development before or during this arc, we wouldn't have nearly as many problems with this. But she just didn't. I'll also say, for those people that say, oh, Chocho has changed, first of all, the anime doesn't count. This is the manga. Second of all, I'm not going to count an off-screen change. For obvious reasons.
Well, also, I'm not gonna let that pass. You know why? Oh, the anime. Okay. Well, good thing the anime is part 1. What the anime does not address her changing from her Clockwork fight to Mamushi fight. Doesn't address that.
Well. Yeah.
Literally 3 years in the past. Like why? Okay, she changed back then. Okay, why wasn't she fodderizing the Clockwork with that change?
Yeah.
So it's not gonna address this. And again, we're not counting an off-screen change that we literally can't observe, we can't tell, we don't know. Well, what has she done differently? Still talking just as much about food. I mean, we can't, like, can you point to anything that seems different about her in TBV?
Exactly. For design. But yeah, like you're saying, if Chocho had character development, not a problem, but she didn't. She didn't change. Nothing happened to lead to this growth. So we just have a purely comedic relief character beating the main threat. Now, okay, this is again, for those people out there that don't understand what we're saying, we aren't saying nothing happened in universe that might have led to it. First of all, we're saying it might have, we just don't know. But we're saying nothing happened on screen, and that's a problem.
Well, and I'll also add, Inojin was given stuff. I'm not just talking about his Kobu narrative moment. No, even before the mission really began, Koji approached Inojin, told him, hey, Himawari's gonna die. Do you want to do something about it or what, buddy? And they also were narratively doing stuff with him before that scene where he's giving Himawari her birthday honey or whatever and stuff. So they're doing that. Koji says, hey, she's gonna die, but here's what we can do. Plot device. We can do future training. My specialty. The thing I did with Boruto. We can do that with you, Inoji, because you narratively care about Himawari and we're making that a point. They didn't do that for Chojo. She was not part of that future training. She doesn't even know. Shikanai makes it a point that he doesn't know when Inoji learned this shit. He was not informed of the future training. They did not get this treatment from Koji. They don't even know Inoji got it to this day. So, can't use Koji as your excuse. So,
but well, to be fair, it's also weird. Ikimoto, okay, we hyperbolize a lot. In terms of strictly writing, this arc might have introduced arguably like one of the worst things Ikimoto has written. Not in terms of narrative, but just in terms of writing in general. Everyone just being on call with Koji and the implications there. So everyone knows Koji's alive. They know what Koji's role is, his purpose.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there. They don't. Because Koji's not saying anything in that call with everyone. When Koji says stuff, it's only with Shikamaru, Inojin, and Boruto.
Okay.
When Koji's in the call but silent, he's not saying anything to everyone else. He only speaks when it's like more private.
But seemingly, at the very least, everyone is aware that the goal is to save Himawari and Ada's lives.
Yeah, because Shikamaru's telling him that. But and Shikamaru won't say who his intel source is.
Okay. Whatever, I guess it's fine then. It just feels so scrambled together. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'll at least give you this. Half the team knows he's alive. Like, Kawaki and Amina already figured it out. Boruto and them, like, so half the people know. It's just,
that's fine.
It just, honestly, Team Inoshikacho doesn't know. That's it.
But it's just ridiculous. Well,
actually, no, not even that. Just Shikacho. I don't know.
I mean, there's some of the people
the question is why don't they get the know?
But that's just ridiculous. Like, imagine, like, okay, let's just say of the entire team, Shika and Sho are the people, well, not even Sho really, but let's just say Shika. He's the person that wants, this sounds weird, but he's the person that would care about the gold the least. Of all the people, he would care the least if Himawari died, is probably Shikadai. Would we agree with that? Is there anyone else that would care less?
Amado.
I'm not going to count Amado. He's not even, like, doing anything.
He hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah.
Maybe Delta.
Okay, I'll give you that. But okay. This is in terms of people that do care. So in terms, because Delta just doesn't care either way. In terms of people that do care, I think Shikadai cares the least.
Are you gonna count Sumarai?
Okay, maybe this just doesn't work then. Okay, but okay. Either way.
Well, he's definitely. I mean, he's on the lower end, regardless.
Yeah. But Shikadai just doesn't know the goal of the arc, and he's one of the people that probably should be one of the ones that would care the most, since he's like Himawari's trainer for 3 years.
Well, again, no, he might know it's to protect Himawari. The thing is, I'm not gonna be quick to blame Ikimoto yet. We do need to double check the dialogue, because obviously everyone knows protect Ada. Shikamaru clearly conveyed that information. But did he mention Himawari at any point? Does he know that? Or does, frankly, only Inojin and probably Boruto and maybe Shikamaru know that? Like, who all knows that Himawari is technically in danger too?
I don't understand.
We just need to double check.
Well, if they knew that she was in danger, then first of all, why would they know? How would they know? What, Shikamaru told? So then why are they letting Himawari fight? Why are they not contesting that? Don't they care about Himawari? But they're not even trying to protect her, really.
Dude, that's the thing. Anything. It doesn't feel like, I don't know. I don't think Shikamaru brings it up, because I think he just mentions who is targeted. I mean, frankly, this all assumes Shikamaru even knows. Does Shikamaru even know Himawari's in danger? I don't know if he said this to Shikamaru. There might just be Inojin and probably Boruto who know.
See, this is the problem. It's the goal of the arc. We don't even know what characters even know it. And this is the point I was going to make. Let's just say like half of the Sasuke retrieval team just didn't realize they were retrieving Sasuke. They just thought it was some random mission. They didn't even know what the mission was. Just played it by ear. Like, it just doesn't work that way.
They also, even if they did know Himawari, they don't know who they're protecting her from, because it's very clear, well, that's not Mamushi's target. So who do they think is a danger to Himawari?
And it's such necessary, crucial information for the understanding of this arc. You need to set a foundation level, and Ikimoto just refused to do that. We just can't follow along. We're just going through the motions at this point. Like, Ikimoto could do literally anything, and it would just make perfect sense.
I mean, again, I know we like to hyperbolize. I don't want to say this arc has absolutely zero story. I mean, honestly, the story right now is Inojin and his clash with Koji, I guess. But it's Inojin. Inojin's really the only one with actual any story to this arc, really. Like, I'm not going to count the most nothing things of all time. I'm just going to give it to Inojin. But other than that, this arc has literally just been an event. And that's just the end of it. There's just nothing else to it.
But it's an event that's actively making everything worse. Because next chapter, if Chocho is just talking to Koji, knowing that he's Boruto's ally with 10 directions that has prophesized Himawari stuff, if she just knows all that and she's just talking to him casually about it, that makes as much sense than if, like, an actual important character just didn't know. Like, if Sarada wakes up next chapter and she just doesn't know anything. Well, I guess Sarada probably wouldn't know regardless, but you get the idea. Like, one of the main characters. They just don't know. Like, we don't even know who knows what. We don't know why anything's happening, or why Mamushi invaded. Like, we don't know anything.
See, that's the thing. Like, that is the problem, in my opinion. We don't know why everything's happening. Like, we don't know. Okay. I know we like to make fun of why did the plan go off course? Because they never did the plan. We make fun of that. But, like, in terms of how it's written, we don't know where things are going wrong. I mean, Sarah didn't actually have enough like juice in her, but like, was she ever supposed to do the Mangekyo before? If the answer is no, then what were they supposed to do? Was Sarah just supposed to beat them in base? Is Delta supposed to carry? Like, where did they actually go wrong versus they just never had a chance in the first place? Like, where do they actually make their mistake?
And it's not just not knowing. It's not knowing on top of the tears in the story, the glaring plot contrivances of the multi-day time skip to where the quantum mechanics of Mitsuki's interrogation being several days ago and right now at the same time. It's just stuff like that. Like, what am I supposed to think at this point? I have no idea.
I honestly, that is pretty stupid, ridiculous. Like,
exactly. Like, how do you not realize? It feels like Ikimoto has a story in his head, but he didn't actually think it out. He just thinks it's cool, so he's just writing it the way he envisions it in his head without actually thinking it out first. Because it makes sense to him. He's just not writing it to where it makes sense to anyone else.
That's the Jonathan Oliver, I guess. That's because he's not thinking about it. But that is part of the problem, to be honest. Like, I mean, it makes the most sense to the people who aren't thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, Kamui, let's be charitable. Chocho isn't just soloing Mamushi, but she's relevant? Why? How? Should shooting exams Choji be relevant in the Sasuke retrieval arc? No. He should be instantly murdered on the spot, and he would be. Well, there you go.
All right, I'll say right now, I'm getting close to done eating all my stuff. When I'm done eating, we're just gonna like end, but we can do another 15 however many minutes to eat this. But
so what you're saying is we're not doing the Damon rewrite.
At this point, no.
Okay, well, the one thing
we spent like an hour on April Fools. So.
Okay. Well, I guess rip that dream. Daigo responded saying, "Not tonight, by the way."
Okay, you're gonna laugh. I know it's a lot, but technically, the Jigen thing might work, and the reason why is I don't know how much you're gonna add versus just agree. Whereas a rewrite, I feel like warrants discussion.
I feel like we could do that anytime, and probably would be best for whenever the debate person is on, since that would be like relevant. In fact, it would literally like you could just recite that in the debate. It would just work. As opposed to just like random topics. Like chapter related topics, that is.
Well, technically, it is chapter related, but
only really. But either way, I mean, we were just talking Chocho, and I do have a Chocho topic here.
Okay.
Well, first of all, yeah, I'll just do it. Yeah, okay. I'll leave that for now. So, Kamui, don't let this chapter distract you from the fact that Chocho still hasn't gotten pancakes with Himawari yet.
Yeah, I know.
If Himawari does die...
You can go back and look. I don't know if they clarified when the shop's gonna open.
Oh my god, let's do it. Well, Kamui, if Himawari does die this arc, getting pancakes and they failed the goal of this arc, you know this will be our first critique. Before I don't know. Before getting pancakes. This is a weird typo. Let's see. But yeah, that's gonna be our first critique. Especially since Inojine's presence to Himawari at the start of the arc wasn't pancakes. I remember critiquing that as well. What's next? Ada refuses to talk with Boruto and dives head first towards Mamushi? They've ruined every other character. She might as well be next.
I mean, honestly, though, she might be. You really think about it. You know, as bad as that is,
I could just imagine the way Ikimoto's gonna write it, to where Boruto confronts Ada trying to talk to her, and Ada refuses so she can sacrifice herself to save her dear friend Sarada, or something. I don't know.
Oh my god, that's too funny. That's exactly why they're gonna do it that way.
I could actually legitimately see them writing it that way too.
Hold on, Boruto. I know it's time to save Sarada. She's gonna let Sarada kill her.
Yeah. Okay, but seriously, why didn't Ikimoto give us a 2-panel showing off them all going to the pancake place? Pay it off! I agree.
Like, is that gonna be in the ending montage that we always meme about the end of the story?
Yeah.
Everyone at the pancake shop.
Exactly.
That could be the Shiraki ramen instead of
Would be nice. We never did get to that speedline topics from the start of last stream, by the way. But ignore that.
Couldn't remember what that is.
Yeah. Are you able to like look at the screen?
Not right now.
Okay. Well, you had a topic here that says, okay, so like, why doesn't Boruto just use the Borushiki form and slaughter the shit out of these Mamushis? Exactly. Momoshiki gave him the things up to use as much of karma as he wants. He's not restricted.
I'll spin thumbs up.
Okay. The same goes for Kawaki. He doesn't even have an Ishiki to worry about. Why did he ever stop using his horn anyway? He's not limited, so that can't be it. He has it and just doesn't use it. We've seen a part 1 and possibly limited Kawaki make an absolutely gargantuan explosion versus Code in the Code arc with his horn. And for goodness sakes, part 1 weakened Karma 1 Kawaki made an even bigger one versus Garo. Possibly limited too. He should make one like 3 times as big and blow up 1,000 Mamushis for crying out loud. Keep in mind, he did make a huge explosion versus Jura as well.
Exactly. Like, and no one knows.
Exactly.
Why should you just do this? Like, why is it? Again, it comes back to the who cares? I start out. Like, ignoring the fact that why do they ever rely on her? Who cares? You have this guy. And by the way, Kawaki got another upgrade after that jersey. So, like, he can make an even bigger one than there. And then he can add Karma 2 on top of that. Like, and we've seen just how big Karma 1 versus Karma 2 is. It's a freaking huge gap.
Exactly.
I don't care if it's additive and not multiplicative. There's plenty of adding there.
So part of the problem here is that if Boruto can just take back control of his body, then like the Momoshiki deal was never really a deal in the first place. I'll just do that because why would he give Momoshiki
again, he doesn't need to give up control. I'm saying Boruto in control. Sprout the horn like Kawaki and Jigen.
Okay.
Just Boruto's just in control with the horn. Why can't he do that?
Yeah, gotcha. I thought you were saying let Momoshiki take control.
Yeah. I'm saying just Boruto just be in that state. Again, Momoshiki gave him the thumbs up to use as much of the karma as he wants. Exactly. There's no limit. He's not limited. He's allowed to do that. Momoshiki said, go for it, bro.
I mean, that's the thing. If you remember, Naruto and Kurama were switching in the war arc. Like, if Boruto and Momoshiki, despite not being friends, if they're on the same page, they could just do the switch back and forth thing. And like, if Momoshiki's stronger, why wouldn't Boruto just do that?
Yeah, but even that aside, let's just say Boruto can't do the horn. That's fine. Write that, please. Tell us that. Don't leave us wondering why is he letting Sarada freaking eyes explode or whatever when he can just make a supermassive for Sengon while Kawaki does a supermassive ultra big instinct whatever Dragon Ball blast. Well, Damon reflects everything. Just why? They can literally do the Chibaku Tensei plan. Kawaki shoots a chakra blast, Boruto shoots a massive Rasengan, Himura shoots a Miju off, all together in massive explosion, freaking destroy the stratosphere like Naruto and Sasuke's Indra Arrow versus Ross and Shuriken class. Like, it's just like, they can do this.
I mean, it's still crazy.
Man, you want to hype up how much better Himawari's Biju form is than anything from any of the predecessors? Well, gee whiz. Do I have to show you what Kurama could do with Naruto?
Exactly. Let's keep in mind, like, Deathbed Naruto made the father-child Rasengan, and Boruto with full karma still isn't doing anything close to that. Like, it's crazy. 50%
That is actually a good point. Because the point of the Master Rasengan is the bigger the Rasengan, the better. I mean, remember when Naruto did that one versus Delta? And it not only was like 10 times as big, but he just kept pushing it out again over and over and over. It's like
it's super massive Rasengan.
Like,
yeah, I love this, yeah. And that's after Delta overloaded her absorption of that Rasengan. It would have been that much bigger.
so basically,
and Naruto was holding back.
I'm gonna add this as 0.11 to the stronger than Jigen point.
Craziest part about that is Naruto was holding back as well.
Alright, stronger than Jigen 0.11. Holding back Naruto made a far bigger super massive Rasengan than Boruto's massive Rasengan, where the point is the bigger it is, the stronger it is. After Delta overloaded, because Naruto put so much Rasengan in there.
I was gonna say overloaded because she absorbed so much of the Rasengan. And it's still that big.
So much of the Rasengan. Stronger than Jigen Mai. But
they probably say something, because Kodachi's actually a competent writer. They probably say that Delta can only absorb or launch at like one time. She can't do both at the same time, because otherwise she could just like absorb the Rasengan and shoot it back at Naruto at the same time to have like an infinite stream instead of like storing it inside her body necessarily.
Okay, they don't say she can't do that, but what they do say is that what she absorbs, she stores so that she can then release it.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I would have to assume that if she's not absorbing, she's no longer storing. So she could shoot out, but then again, she's not absorbing. Then I don't think she can do both, seemingly.
Yeah, I think she would have to store it first and then she shoots it out. I don't think it's stored until she's done absorbing.
Like it can't be fluidly going in and out at the same time. I mean, even Momoshiki doesn't do it like that.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, you could just say there's not enough time to go from stop absorbing it to shooting it back out. Yeah. But like if she shot it back out, then I mean, she could just do that and then she could just absorb once the Rasengan she shot out is destroyed, or she just do that infinitely, seemingly.
I mean, it's also the fact that we've never seen any character do it, so it's not like why isn't this character doing the obvious thing? It's no character's ever done that, so
yeah,
we're not going to be mad over it.
Exactly.
Pretty reasonable limitation.
Yeah. I feel like the closest thing we technically have to that would be like maybe Nue siphoning chakra from people and Sumire using that chakra as an output at the same time. So like there's an input and output at the same time.
Okay, I can see that, but
same with like the God Tree, maybe technically absorbing people's chakra, maybe giving it to someone.
I could see it, but it's almost like it gives it to them so that they can then do this jutsu. They're not doing the jutsu, like they're not doing the jutsu as they're absorbing it. They're absorbing it to do the jutsu. And
the only other instance I could think of off the top of my head anyways would be Hagoromo and all of his like Ninshu Creed people giving Ashura chakra to fight Indra.
Yeah, or the closest one would be Kage absorbing the chakra, the infinite Tsukuyomi to make her giant true secret orb, but even then, it seems like she just absorbed the chakra first. You could easily argue that anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. I guess like maybe Madara turning into Kaguya shenanigans might work, but we have no idea about anything that happened there, so.
Yeah.
Oh my god, 0.11 you have is crazy.
Assuming that's actually 11, but
yeah, right. I don't know how do we get down here? Where did the rest of I had a topic pulled up on screen.
You did that.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I don't know. Never mind.
I don't know. Where's another topic I had pulled up on stream? I'm gonna go see what happened to the topic I had pulled up on stream. Why is this thing to the side annoying? What is happening?
Well, real quick, I saw somebody's comment on the YouTube thing to show that it can wipe out the large number of enemies without collateral damage. Whereas that's true. Again, if they're so stupid that a piece of candy works, you should just be able to draw them. Or, in fact, you don't need to move them. Just have the rest of the team move behind Kawaki.
Yeah.
She's not omnidirectionally blowing it up, so just have everyone get out of the way.
That guy. Anyways, go back to here.
Again, if you're gonna say Mamushi's so stupid that Chocho can knock his head off, then I think he's stupid enough that you can do this.
Yeah. The next topic I had here. OMG. Rue's theory, your new top class editor. Yeah, so Rue, the YouTuber, ROU, his theory isn't that Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan failed. They're wrong, the people who think that in universe and how it's been made out to be. And it's a misdirect by Ikimoto. What really happened is Jura sniped her from a distance.
Now, I was talking to, actually, Dory and Mozone about this at one point. But honestly, regardless of any possible problems you might have, I think I do just prefer this one.
Yeah, I mean, you did say, okay, that one is actually the best one, lol. I think I might prefer that over anything else, ignoring the fact that Jura didn't lift a finger for Matsuri or Ryu.
Yeah.
Which is just making the sand arc even worse. I mean, it would be very cool.
But then again, how could it? I mean, it's already at rock bottom.
I mean, the way that Sarada recoiled backwards, it kind of makes sense. And plus, it sort of just does work either way. Going to the next chapter, if Juro wants to show up, I think it could work.
Honestly, though, I think I might just like it better. Because, okay, well, there's many reasons. Actually, a lot of reasons. But let me start with the least important one. This is just Sarada bias against manga Sarada. I don't care to find out that her Mangekyo is special. I'd prefer it's not. It's just a Mangekyo. She's got a good ability at the end. I don't need her to be the chosen one with the blood of the Sakura and the love of the awakening. I don't want any of that. I don't care for any of that.
With the straight pattern,
if she's
Shoku
blowing
Tomoe.
up, they're making her unique. And I'm not saying she shouldn't be unique, but like, okay, they're either saying, oh, her Sakura genes nerfed her, or her Mangekyo's so special from the love it's blowing up. Well, that's just weird. So neither of those sound very appealing to me. Jura just shooting her in the face because she's strong. Alright, reasonable enough. Makes Jura actually do something. He's here now.
Funny.
And because he's here, guess what? Damon can say, oh, bye-bye, Mamushi, and fight Jura. There we go.
Yeah.
Or Jura will do something else to make Himawari in danger that makes Inochi not to have character growth, or whatever it is.
I mean, you already know I'm down for Damon versus Jura.
Exactly.
I think it would also... If, like, that might be the best way to pay off all of the Koji Smolder faces with the ... thing they've ended, like, the past, 3 to 4 chapters on, with Koji not saying anything and looking downwards as he's frowning. If this is the future he saw, to where he knew this was a possibility, Jura sniping Sarada in the face, I think that might be the best way to do that. That might be the coolest way.
Yeah. And then again, it addresses Himawari being in danger. There's a couple ways you can do this. One is that Jura just says, I'm going to go after Himawari. Now you could say, well, that seems kind of random. And I agree. It is. Something else you could do, it's actually kind of interesting to some extent, but Jura could say, like, he wants Mamushi to succeed to see what would happen. He knows that Damon, I mean, you could even start, might be kind of too late, but you could start the chapter with Damon still beating Mamushi here for a minute. But the point is, he could be stepping in, basically to say, I'll stall Damon while you go to work, Mamushi. Maybe Himawari becomes his bait in the plan. I don't know. Or maybe Jared just goes after Himawari. The point is, you have options depending on what you want to do. Obviously, what you want to do is going to dictate what you do here, but the point is, if Jura's there, he can do... I mean, hell, screw it. Jura and Hidari can show up, although Sarah's kind of knocked out, so maybe now's not the time for that. But
well, I mean, Sarah could just wake back up. Whatever they're gonna do.
She can be nurse so she doesn't flatterize Hidari.
Yeah, honestly, it's probably best for them to fight now when she doesn't have her Mangekyo to instantly one-shot.
Yeah, literally. I mean, because so far Hidari hasn't done anything but learn Major Ick, so I don't think that's gonna help him in this fight.
That'd be so hilarious if he called Sarda's exploded eye Major Ick. I would.
I hope so. You know what? That's going in the rewrite.
Oh god. Absolutely. No, but I think it works because it's not... I mean, first of all, this would be one of, in my opinion, low-key, actually, unironically, genuinely, this would be one of the coolest entrances in the entire Boruto series.
Yeah, and I will say real quick, why didn't he help Matsuri? You can make the argument to where Matsuri basically was just straight up lost to love, and he knew it, and that's why he kind of gives up on her. He's just like, she failed. Whereas Hidari didn't do that. He just lost the fight. And Mamushi obviously hasn't either. It can be character focused. My problem there is, okay, but what about Ryu? Because that, again, would be the same situation as Hidari. Where he didn't lose because of love or anything of that nature. Granted, neither did Matsuri. Boruto just showed up, but ignoring that. It's lost. So like, why didn't he help him? He
my
just didn't
closest
like him.
headcanon would be he just didn't care for Ryu because he realized that Ryu was sadistic and evil or whatever you want to say there.
Then what about Mamushi, bro? The freaking pervert. Like, you know, it's like
exactly.
The guy who's calling out Jara, like, oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that?
Well, okay, maybe not in terms of like evil.
Ryu's questioning why he wants to go up to Boruto, so he's calling him out. Like,
maybe not evil in the terms that we think of it. Maybe in evil of how like Jura, a divine tree, would think of it. To where Ryu, unlike Mamushi, Ryu wasn't. This sounds so bad considering Mamushi hasn't been doing this until now. Ryu wasn't going after his target. Instead, he was spending his time trying to kill Konoha Shinobi, the thing Jura's head over heels in love with.
I was gonna say, what if it's just because Ryu specifically didn't like Konoha Shinobi like Jura? But again, okay, yeah, exactly. Well, Mamushi, I don't care if he's dumb or not. Mamushi's tried to kill Konoha people. He's tried to kill Goku and so on. Like, so why isn't that sending off Jura's radar?
I don't know.
I mean, frankly, so did Hidari. He burned the guy alive. We haven't seen him since. As far as we're aware, the dude who was the guy who threw the shuriken against Ishiki when he wasn't supposed to, so that guy, as far as we're aware, he's dead. He got scorched to death. We haven't been updated to see that he's okay.
I mean, to be fair, Jura wasn't quite as in love with the village as he is now back then, so that could also play a difference.
Well, he already came to grow to like Team Shikacho, I think, by that point. By the point Hidari did that. So,
maybe.
But I agree, it's not as... He wasn't like... He didn't have a wedding ring yet at that point. Where now, he's already picked it out. He's already on one knee proposing to Konoha.
Yeah. No, I think this would be good because, first of all, I think it makes sense, ignoring all the weirdness that we just said, because now, and this would be weird because Boruto and his entire team is stupid for not even considering this possibility, especially since they've had days to consider it. But, yes, Jura cares about the village. He doesn't want to fight in the village. And so Boruto is safe to fight Mamushi inside the village. But whereas Ada's hut is technically quote-unquote inside the village, it's not in the village. Like, it's like on top of the mountains in the distance, like on the very edge of the Land of Fire or whatever.
Jura even view it as the village? Does he know it's...
Exactly. Like, hypothetically, if Ada's house is destroyed, I don't think Jura would care. He's going to consider it separate from the village. And even let's just say, it is a part of the village. Would Jura consider it a part of the village, even if the village itself does?
I think he only would if it's in his freaking book that has Shikanai's name in it.
Well, that's funny. But I don't even know if he would even care about like the house, considering it's not like a dongo shop or a bookshop or anything. Like realistically, I don't even know why Juro would care about the rest of the village other than like the few places he specifically cares about.
Koji did say he considers a lot of things in Konoha of high value, so it might just be the things in particular. But
well, there you go. And then yeah, if Boruto's at Ada's house instead of the village, and then it'd just be the same as the sand arc. As soon as Jiren knows that Boruto's somewhere that he could kill him, Jiren's gonna go there, and he'll take out, like, I guess his immediate threat of Sarada, to pull in the Mello card, to where it's Mello's favoritist thing of all time, and going after Sarada first, the strongest person who's stronger than Jura, and take her out first, and then he's gonna go after Boruto now. Could be cool.
He's got a backstabber like a bee.
Did you say like a bee?
Like a bee.
Oh, like a bee. I thought you meant like a bumblebee. I mean, the stab part I understand. The backstab.
I mean, the bees do get you when you least expect it.
When you least expect it. Oh, yeah, the B word. I love it. Okay. Well, you did say 15 minutes, 23 minutes ago.
Yeah. I think we're at that point.
So what you're saying is we're not doing the 27-point Damon rewrite.
At this point, no.
Across the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6 total word capped messages.
Well, that's what happens when you don't start with it.
This is gonna take a whole stream to get through at some point, but I want to do it. Hopefully next stream, maybe. We'll see.
We're doing it. Whatever stream I do by Stronger Than Jigen thing.
And those are gonna be the only 2 topics of the stream.
Completely unrelated to me. And I don't care.
Well, today's Wednesday.
They could be related.
Yeah, we have Friday with Jay. And seemingly possibly Blue Star if you didn't see. But yeah, we have that. I don't know if we're doing anything Thursday night. We'll find out.
I don't know when we're gonna. Why? Unless he's gonna stay up late.
I mean, we still have like 2 more weeks until the chapter comes out, so we still have time to do this. It's fine. Honestly, we covered a decent amount of chapter topics tonight, so that's good. But yeah. Anyways, I guess that's about it. One Smart 229. So I guess we'll see you later. One Smart 229.
What is One Smart 229? I don't know. Bye.
Person commented. Yeah, bye.
Yeah.